Good morning, folks. Good to see you all again. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Chris. Today I'm going to be making a buttermilk pancake with a whole load of fruit. So I guess the big difference between the way I make pancakes and the way other people might make pancakes is I add a lot of fruit to my pancakes, a lot of fresh fruit. The ratio is probably 60% fruit to 40% batter. And when you do it this way, you almost don't even need people like to use maple syrup on their pancakes. You don't even need it when you add this much fruit. Another reason I do it like this, I feel like it's more healthy. In this day and age when people are trying to eat less white flour, by incorporating a lot more fruit and less batter, one might even say it's a healthy alternative to pancakes. So here's my batter. I use this Arrowhead Mills Buttermilk pancake and waffle mix. You can use any kind of mix you want. You can make your own mix. It's just flour, water, salt, and a little bit of baking soda. But what I'm really trying to illustrate here is the incorporation of a massive amount of fruit into one pancake. So what we have here are the ingredients, and I'm going to use one banana, an entire apple, and a handful of blueberries in just one pancake. So we'll add the bananas, so you can see how I'm cutting this up. So I'm just going to cut it in. I don't think too hard about how I'm cutting the bananas. I just quickly cut them. You don't want them to be too big. You don't want them to be too small. So I say like a medium dice. Banana is cut up. I'll take the apples. And this recipe I actually got from my mother-in-law, who is Korean, and she would always make me apple pancakes, and they would just be, I don't know if you've ever heard of pajeon. Is a Korean pancake usually made with seafood or kimchi or lots of scallions. So her pancake would sort of be like that texture, a little bit more crispy, but they'd just be ultra loaded with apples, like so many apples bursting out of the seams. And just something I always remember about her, God rest her soul. And to this day, I still make my pancakes with the same philosophy that you can't possibly add enough fruit to the batter. So as you can see here, that's a lot of fruit for one pancake. An entire apple, an entire banana, an entire handful of blueberries. And I'm just going to add all that right to the batter. Apples I left in pretty big pieces, as you can see, right in there. And you're saying to yourself, wow, that's a lot of that's a lot of fruit in that batter. How's the pancake going to hold together? And I used to wonder the same thing until I started making them myself, but you'll see here that they do, in fact, stay together. And then I'll just mix that together really quickly into the batter. That only takes a minute. You don't have to go too crazy with that. Just add a wee bit more water to make it looser, because it was sitting for a while. And now it's perfect. Then, my pan is already hot, maybe a little too hot. I'll actually take it off of the flame for a second. I'll add a piece of butter to the pan. And then immediately add some pancake batter. So now you can see that that pancake is just absolutely loaded with fruit. It's going to take a couple minutes to cook because of all that fruit. You don't want it to be raw. You want it to have a little bit of a bite, but you don't want it to be raw. Since the pan is already quite hot, I don't think it's going to take that long. It'll take a little while. So, as we know with pancakes, you'll want to wait for the edges of the pancake to start having bubbles around the edges before you flip it. So let me grab my spatula. And just to show you here something else while that's cooking, I use a black sheep maple syrup, which is made right here in New Jersey. They only make about 100 bottles a year. And this is my absolute favorite syrup. You can use any syrup you want, log cabin, whatever makes you happy. But I like to try to use local ingredients when I can. This syrup is really nice because it's not really that sweet. I think our pancake is about ready to get flipped. Give me a sec here. I'm going to need both hands for this. Maybe one more minute on that before we flip it. I want it to stay together at all possible. All right. So just to have a look at where we are so far with the pancake, I add another little piece of butter to the pan. Keep it wet. So you can see there, doesn't really look like your normal pancake, but I assure you it is a treat. Get some of that butter around the edges. And we're probably looking at about another minute or two on that side. And then we'll be ready to eat that big, glorious pancake. So, I'd like to thank everybody that offered comments on the last couple videos. I am new to this whole cooking on video thing, but people seem to like it. So when I'm in the mood and I'm cooking something, I'll throw on the video. And yeah, thanks for your support. All right, getting there. Maybe one more minute. I'm also going to, when I'm finished, I will decorate with some fresh strawberries. So since we have a minute, we want that dough to really cook down. Take the opportunity to teach you one more little cute little thing. So this is how you make a rose out of a strawberry. So here's your strawberry. Cut away one petal. Pull it down. Cut away another petal. Pull it down. Cut away a third petal, pull it down, a fourth petal, pull it down, and then in between each petal, you pull down another petal. And I always just thought this was one of the neatest little easy garnishes to make. And as you can see, it very much does resemble a rose. We'll garnish our pancake plate with that. And it looks like we're just about ready here. Get our plate. All right. Voila. You have a buttermilk pancake absolutely loaded with fresh apples and fresh bananas and blueberries. And we're going to garnish it on top with a couple more blueberries and our beautiful strawberry rose and some of this local New Jersey maple syrup. And so you can have a look at the final product. This is what my pancake looks like. Fair enough. To show you how much beautiful fruit is in there, we'll cut one open. I mean, it's just all apple. All apple, all blueberry. You know, it's not just batter. And I can tell you now that this is just delicious. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a wonderful Saturday. Have a good holiday weekend. Peace out.